Hello everybody and welcome back. I am Carrick, so we're continuing on with our Brandenburg EU4 tutorial. This is for complete beginners. We are using all DLCs, including the Leviathan DLC that just released. This is updated for 2021, spring 2021, with the 1.31 patch, major patch of the year, maybe the biggest patch that's ever come out for the history of the game. It's got a lot of stuff for Southeast Asia, North America, and it just does a lot of changes to diplomacy and all kinds of things. So we're exploring some of those things, also teaching the game from the ground up. This is, I think, the 4th episode in the series. So if you guys are just joining us for some reason, because YouTube's weird about how they recommend stuff, make sure to check out the playlist link down below. Below the video is their playlist link. Click on that and make sure you're watching these episodes in order. And if you guys have any questions and things, throw them in the comments as they arise, and I will definitely see to answering those. But thanks for being here, everybody. We are about to be attacking Magdeburg, and we have paved the way for war. We have a claim. We can go into the diplomatic mode. It shows that this is stripy bits to say we have a justified reason to attack this province. So we can go in to their diplomacy, go to declare war, and attack them. We have a couple different options here for casus belli, cause for war. We need a cause for war to attack someone. Otherwise, we're just become a massive warmonger, and there's insane penalties. Like, let's say, for example, let's attack Bohemia with no cause for war. We'd get a bunch of aggressive expansion. We don't know what that means exactly, but minus 51, that sounds bad. We'd take a lot of stability, that's bad. Thematically, what's going on here is, and we get some war exhaustion. Thematically, what's going on here is we have no diplomatic justification for attacking Bohemia. So the aggressive expansion is a modifier that's applied to every other nation's opinion of us in this region. So they'll despise us for being aggressive, overly aggressive with no just cause. 2 stability modifier, this represents our own internal population being like, what the heck? Why are we attacking Bohemia? You didn't even give us a cause. This is literally our country going to war against the will of the people, the citizenry. War exhaustion is just because, again, those people are already, like, the military's already exhausted at the idea of going to war against a war they don't believe in. So this is just all sorts of bad. So the military is going to be upset about this. The people are going to be upset about this. It'll destabilize our country. And diplomatically, everybody will be upset about this. This would be awful. And the way you avoid that is you have a casus belli rather than no casus belli. Well, we have a casus belli against Magdeburg. The conquest casus belli to take Magdeburg for ourselves. And we got that through espionage with our diplomat. We built that up over time. We could also humiliate rival. That's a constant CB that we have on our rivals. Again, remember when I said rivalries lend themselves to easier to get into wars? So we can humiliate rivals. We can do that with our 3 rivals. However, we cannot take land with a humiliation war. It's literally just purely for humiliation. So we want to take this land. The whole point of this is take this land. We need to do a conquest war for this province. And if we win the war, then we'll be able to create a peace agreement that could include this province or other provinces and other things and all kinds of stuff. So there's lots of stuff that we can take when we win the war, but this is just how we get into the war. Now we can see the enemy has an ally, Brunswick, and they're going to join. That green check mark means they will join the war. We don't want to hit this box. That'll make them a co-belligerent, and that'll actually assign on. That'll allow Brunswick to call in their allies, so it creates like a ripple effect. Right now, it's just going to be us versus Magdeburg and Brunswick. That's it. If we hit this checkbox, we'll be dealing with more nations beyond that. So it says they have 6,000 troops at the moment, but we know they're going to build more. We have 12,000 troops, so that's good. These are the troops of our combined forces of all of our troops and allies that are joining the war. Right now, none of our allies are joining the war. Austria is like, nope, not joining. Cologne, not joining. Palatinate, not joining. Saxony, not joining. What's the dealio here? Palatinate is not joining because minus 1,001. They do not owe us 10 favors. What's the dealio with that? If we click on the Palatinate, we go to the diplomacy tab. What's the favor situation? We need to go over to the show diplomatic feedback tab. So there's different tabs here. This middle tab is not very useful. We need these 2 tabs. And when we go here, we can see we have 2 favors with them. We need 10 favors with them to call them into war. 10 favors. There's other things we can do with these favors too. And we can see here, if we do the math on this, 0.15 per month, we're getting about 1.8 per year. And about 2 favors per year, that makes sense because we're about equal power base. We're maybe even a little bit more powerful than them. They might be only earning about, I don't know, like 1 favor per year. The more powerful a country is, the slower it takes to get favors with them. The less powerful they are compared to your power, the faster you can get favors with them. Austria, we would be building up favors more slowly even with Austria. So, but let us attack. There's other ways you can earn favors, though, beyond just the slow accumulation over time. But let us actually attack Magdeburg here. And unfortunately, we just don't have the favors with any of our nations to call them in. So it's not an option. We can't check the boxes of our allies. It's going to be us versus Brunswick and Magdeburg combined. I think we're ready. Confirm. Declare war. We are at war. We are at war now. We have our 12,000 troops here. We could split these troops if we want. We can grab the two groups of 6,000 and combine them back together. We can move these guys around. We need to be mindful of the terrain. This is a woods province. 3,000 troops here in a woods province. So if we attack into the woods, we'll get a defensive... they'll get a defensive bonus for being in the woods. We'll get an attacking modifier penalty, attacking penalty. We can go here and sit on this fort. This is the war goal. There's a few things going on. We now have this war tab down here. And we can see that right now it's a big tug of war. We're at 0%. We can go to negative 100%. That's an unconditional surrender on our part. Or a positive 100% means we completely siege and destroy them. And they do an unconditional surrender towards us. We get to do it. We get to force them into unconditional surrender. So it's a tug of war here. Winning battles will cause this to go up. Naturally, sieging down their lands will cause this to go up. Forts are the most important, so their fortifications and their capitals are the most important. So we need to take both of these. But also, there's a specific war goal to take Magdeburg. So this is a specific war goal. So this has a disproportional amount of influence. And right now, Magdeburg controls it. So they're going to actually, the war is actually going to be ticking down in the enemy's favor slowly until we take this province. We need to take this province. And the way we take this province, we just sit a bunch of troops on it. It could take years to siege this out because it's a big capital fort. So it's going to take some effort to get this done. This is going to be a little bit of a tricky war, but I think we should be able to win it. What I want to do right now is I actually want to engage Brunswick really quickly with our 12,000 against their 3,000 and just kind of like take the easy battle. We have an opportunity to just walk in here, stomp on them, 4-to-1 odds, attack them. Even with the woods penalty, we should win this fight. Beat them up a little bit, come back, and then work on Magdeburg. We're going to need military access, I believe, through Saxony so that we can slither around and get into this province here. Because right now we can't get it there because the fort is blocking us. But if we can go wide around and take a wide berth around, we should be able to swoop in. If we can fully siege out Magdeburg, then they won't be able to raise new troops. Right now they're raising new troops, I guarantee it, to build up their army a little bit. So let's unpause the game. Let's go down to speed 2 for a second. So essentially, we're just moving these 12,000 into 3,000 to win this battle. Are we going to get there before the end of the month? Yes. So they're actually a little bit low morale. We're actually at low morale here. We got a -2 because we crossed a river. There's actually a river right here that we crossed. So we actually have -2. So we're getting poor roll. We're doing worse on the rolls, but we have higher discipline. We have an advisor that's boosting this by 5%. And we just have more troops than them. And we have cavalry. They have no cavalry. So that'll be extra damage that we can deal. Plus, I think we might have a better general. Sort of. Okay, we stack wiped them. The 3,000, they essentially just died. They lost their 3,000 men. Sometimes if it's a closer battle, they'll just retreat, and they'll just lose a little bit. But in that case, that was a full bit of destruction there. Saxony, we need military access through your lands. Ask for military access. Okay, cool. So hopefully this will allow us to... Do we need military access through both of these guys? Oh no. It's going to be an extra diplomatic relationship, unfortunately. There we go. Now we can walk around. It's going to be a little bit of a weird walk around, but... I really want to do this, though. I really want to get around here and take care of these troops. They're going to run off. See, they're running off already. I'm going to sit in this province for a second in case they're building a troop. I want to cancel that out. Cancel. Okay, that troop has been canceled. Let's move around here and siege this out, and then go back and sit on Magdeburg. I just want to really make sure that they don't get to bolster their army, right? Because they're capable of building up. We checked the ledger. We checked the ledger. We saw that they're capable. In fact, we can actually war enemies. They're capable of building up to 7,000 troops. 7,000 troops. We don't want them to do that. In fact, Brunswick is capable of building up to 9,000. Holy cow, that's kind of scary. Hey, we have a new heir. A 532. That's great. That's above average. That's fantastic. Average legitimacy. It's better than what we had. Didn't we have like a 221? That's a 532. He's even better than our leader as it is. It's fantastic. It's really good. So we're sieging this out. This is a non-fort province. So quote, quote, sieging this isn't really sieging it. We're purely just ravaging through it. It'll take one siege cycle, which is like 28 days or something like that. It'll take 30 days and basically a month. It'll take a month to take this province, and then it'll be ours. It'll be occupied by us. Brunswick is trying to build up an army here. It looks like they're trying to get into our territory, which is a little annoying here. This is woods as well. Okay, it's hard to see, but we've taken this and this is striped with our burgundy brown, but that is very hard to see. We're going to sit here. We're going to get rid of the troop that they might be building. They're probably building a troop here. We're just going to stand here and cancel that. And then we're going to quickly come around to engage them. And they should run off. They should scurry off, I think. Yeah, they know we're coming. Okay, we've gotten the Pope up to 100. We just finished the agenda. So the Pope is done. We're at 100. They love us. That's great. Although 200 is the max. Let's get these diplomats doing something like buttering up our allies here. Yeah, the Palatinate is barely voting for us. They're about to change their mind. Let's butter up the Palatinate. And we probably want to butter up Colne as well. We really need to lock in those electors to keep voting for us. Where are these guys going? They're going to there. We're not catching anybody if we do this. This is a little bit of a mess because of the fort situation here. Yeah, if this is bad. This is quite bad. Yikes. Oh, they just backed off. This could be not as bad as it was going to be a second ago. Nope, that was bad. We lost 1,000 troops. We lost 1,000 men there. I would like to engage the 3,000 in Brunswick. They've done a good job of just kind of grouping up here. Oh, this could be the best situation here. Oh, we like messed that up somehow. They're going to 2 different locations. If they get locked in, so the armies are going to be split here. We're going to fight this one. They're going to try to dogpile in. I think we win this battle, but I got to say these are tough. These are we're not playing this as well as we should be, to say the least. We need to build another troop. What I'm trying to do is hopefully we could just wipe out. Yeah, I mean, as silly as it is, we could just sit here now. Is it possible to get around, actually, and get to there? It is. Man, this is not good. We need to go step on this so they don't train a troop over here, and they don't, this fort's actually exerting a certain amount of pressure, and they're going to try to reoccupy this territory just by having that fort there, and I'm hoping to beat... Oh no, they took it back. That's annoying. So they got about 2 months maybe until a troop gets built there. I'm going to send this guy around to take that again. Their total troop count is relatively low. They can't engage us. They can't get around us, it seems. They could try to get military access to do that, but I think right now we're okay. We are sieging them out here, and it is just going to take, it's going to take time. Way sieges work is if we click on this, we can see that there's siege progress every, like, again, 30 days, you get a little bit of siege progress. And you're rolling dice, you're hoping for big rolls. And with big rolls, you get progress. You can either just starve out the defenders and yada yada. Depending on what the outcome of the roll is, then you can essentially make progress. Right now, it's at minus 49%. There's no way. It is literally impossible for us to siege this in the next progress. But as we slowly make progress and stack that siege progress over months after months after months, then they will, it will eventually fall. I'm trying to win this battle here before, because they raised troops up. I wasn't paying attention to the fact they were raising troops. That was me making a big mistake. Big mistake. Go back and support. And we need 9,000. It says down here that we need 9 regiments needed at full strength to siege this. So we have to have at least 9,000 troops here to siege this. We're taking attrition by sitting on this fort. We're taking how much attrition? It's 1%. Hey, that burns, that counts as, you know, that burns away our manpower. You can see our manpower is going down. It is certainly going down. Mecklenburg did build another troop there. That's not good. In fact, oh man, this is not good. This is not good. They're going to attack. They are definitely going to attack us. Mercenaries? Can't afford them. Or maybe we... It's an incredibly good general. This is where the loans come in, guys. This is tough. This is tough. We're actually making really good money per month, partly because we're looting and pillaging, which is kind of neat. I do not want to give us this. If we could, if Brunswick can fall, we win the war. We win the war. Time to take a loan. Take a loan. We'll probably have to take a few loans. So I went to the economy tab and I just hit this button down here. Just give me money. 33 ducats. Hey, that's enough to build. I'm going to build 3 regiments. That's going to cost a lot to maintain. We're making a small profit at the moment. If these guys can get built, if they can hold for 2 months, like if the enemy can just chill out for 2 months, then I think we'll be able to scare them away from attacking us. If this falls, we can come down here, scoop this 1,000, and then we'll be able to win a decisive battle against them over here. In fact, we could probably just pinch them in Hoya and not even have to engage them at all. 21, negative 21%. We're making it's slow going, but we are slowly making progress here. I'm gonna go to speed 3 and just we're really keeping an eye on. We want to see if they go to Hanover. Or if they somehow pop out of the woods somewhere else. All this guy's doing here is he's preventing Magdeburg from building up troops. I'm really not even paying attention to what's going on in the rest of the world. I mean, we're really just very focused on this right now. Without question, we're going to be losing money and taking more loans here in a second. This is all for one province. One province. And we should be improving relations with Poland still. Okay, these guys, I'm going to move them over preemptively. I just want to really, like, make sure these guys don't get any ideas. So I want to make this as strong of an army as we can. There's 14,000 dudes there. We're losing about 70 per day. 21% to take Brunswick. We're now in the positives. So at any month now, any siege tick, we have or progress, we have a chance to take the fort. We have a 21% chance. We had a 7% chance. We failed it. Growing cities attract serfs. Berlin will gain some base tax. We'll lose some base tax somewhere else. So the development just moves around a little bit. Nobility's going to be upset about that. Morale of armies. We do not want to reduce the morale of armies right now. We need that as high as possible. We don't want yearly corruption. So we have to kind of take that option. The siege of Brunswick is over. Wait, what? No! This fort is preventing us from moving about. Okay, hold on. Can we catch him? No, we can't catch him. Brunswick has fallen. We own Brunswick. We own Brunswick. We're going to fight him on Brunswick. We are now the owners of the keep. What this means is that we will be the defender, and Brunswick will not. Oh, they're running off. Okay. Now it's kind of a base race, to be honest. It's kind of a base race. They're going to sit in Hanover. We're going to sit here. I think we've won the war. Tactically, I think we've won the war. It cost us a lot. Dang, we're going to lose even more prestige. No, I think we want the foreign spy detect penalty. We're not going to try not to lose too much prestige here. Now, the cool thing is, if Brunswick has any money, if they have money for us... Wait, we could try to actually get Brunswick out of the war now. Yeah, we're getting voted for. We're going to win the emperorship right now. All else being equal. So we could actually go over to Brunswick and be like, hey, dude, we just took your capital, man. You can give us war reparations. You can pay us all the money that you have on hand. That'll pay back the loan. We're not going to take any land from you anyways. I got to say, your alliance to these guys is really annoying because that fort, but we're taking this fort. So we're not going to have to deal with that fort ever again. But man, those two forts are just brutal. We could even force them to break their country in half by releasing a nation. But I think to be fair, what else can we do here? Oh, we could pillage their capital. This state will lose 6 development. Much of the development lost will end up in our capital. Some will be distributed amongst the other states. And some will be lost. In total, we will gain 4 development. Not part of the war goal. As a result, an extra 18 development. Okay. That's kind of cool, though. We can pillage their capital. Brand new with the Leviathan DLC. But that'll increase the development of Berlin. Why would we not do that? We're going to take all their money, and take war reparations, and we're gonna pillage their capital. I like it. Let's get them out of the war. So they are now out of the war. I'm gonna go. Yeah. So all we need to do is hunt down these 4,000 troops. And Magdeburg will be donezo. Although I'm noticing they're going to the wrong spot. Why are they going to there? So if we win this battle, Magdeburg won't have an army anymore, hopefully. Well, they still technically haven't. Now it's letting us walk this way? I don't get that. Okay. There we go. Magdeburg does not have an army. We can get rid of our military access through here because it's not needed anymore. They are completely docile. So let's get rid of the military access we have with Saxony as well. Because we just don't need it. It doesn't hurt us in any way because we're already allied to Saxony. Okay, okay. Let's only have what we need here. Let's take off the excess troops so they don't take attrition. So we're only taking 1% attrition on the troops that are actually on the siege. Oh, whoops. Scratch that. I do want this military access because I want to get our cavalry over here to, I want to loot this. There's money to be had here. If we click on this province, there's 5 ducats to be taken. I'm going to pay back that loan because now we can. Pay back the loans. Oh, we have 2 loans. We took out multiple loans there. I'm going to take the excess troops that we have and just disband them. So that we're not overpaying troops. For the troops. We're going to go back and get the military access through these countries again. I'm going to sit the cavalry here. We already own this province. It's very hard to see because the stripy bits are not very clear. Just the coloration is just terrible there. But we're going to sit on here with our cavalry. Cavalry are very strong at looting. They take half a ducat a month. So it'll only take a few months and then all this will be pillaged. We're looting the capital, I'm sure. Yeah, the capital's already been fully looted. Now we can actually go in here and cancel military access. Those cavalry are semi-stranded, but I think they can just walk. They can. It'll be fine when the war ends. They'll get sorted out. Okay. When we take this land, who's going to be upset about it though? When we take this. 20 aggressive expansion, it says. We could talk more about this when we actually... No one's going to mind. No one's going to mind us taking this land. Fantastic. Our allies are definitely voting for us, which is good. So right now, if Austria was to... The Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire was to die, we would gain the emperorship. And it's not something we were really trying to go for. We don't even know what that means exactly because we're just learning the game. But this mission here says Imperial Ambition. It wants us to become the Emperor of the HRA. We could finish these missions. Extra diplomatic reputation. Defend the Empire. You know, so there's things that we can do here, basically, is the point. Things that we can do here if we were to become the Emperor. So the mission is, hey, the mission's telling us to. It's not our fault. We're on speed 3. We're just going to let that ride. What else can we do diplomatic? We don't need to be paying for this fort anymore because the enemy has no troops. So even though we're at war, it's warning us. There are mothballed forts at war. It's warning us that we're losing casualties. We're taking casualties and we're not replenishing any of them. We've lost all of our manpower. Our manpower is zilch right now. We could maybe ask Austria for manpower. Trade favors for soldiers. Spend 10 favors to get 3,500 soldiers. Why the heck do we have so many favors with Austria? I think this is maybe bugged. Austria is really powerful. We should not be gaining 0.5 favors per month. This is totally not the way it's supposed to be. I think it should be 0.05. This is not working right. This is not working right. We're getting way too many favors from Austria. They'll pay us money. They'll pay us soldiers if we want. They'll give us trust. I think we want the soldiers, though. Trade favors for soldiers. We might want money, too, to be honest. So we have some extra soldiers now. That's good. Oh, no. No. Poland. Okay. Okay, we need to get a spy network on the Teutonic Order ASAP because Poland is attacking. We need to take these two provinces. The only thing I'm not understanding is where's the like, isn't there an event or something that gives these back to Brandenburg? It says they were leased. Technically, Teutonic Order is even supposed to own these. Either way, Poland's going to be washing over the Teutonic Order like a wave right now. Teutonic Order is allied to Livonian Order in Mecklenburg. I'm assuming. Wait, what? Oh, that says Denmark. Oh, it's Denmark that's attacking. Oh. Interesting. It's not Poland, it's Denmark. Still, if Denmark sieges them down completely, it might be a good opportunity. If they take out their army, it might be a good opportunity to attack Teutonic Order. Although, I don't know. Because the Teutonic Order has a good alliance network here. Livonian Order, Mecklenburg, Stettin. Although some of those nations might get exhausted and not want to join. So Poland might end up attacking the Teutonic Order. Anyways, since Livonian Order is going to be uninterested. And it looks like Poland has gotten the junior partnership over Lithuania and working towards the Commonwealth. This is a historical union between these two countries that has triggered this game. Sometimes it doesn't trigger. Most of the time it does. The Renaissance has occurred. The Renaissance has spawned in Rome. So the Renaissance is a technology modifier. And we haven't talked much about technologies because we haven't gotten to the point where we can afford any of them. When we can afford a technology, it'll pop up here and tell us that we can afford the technology. But we're quite literally not there yet. But the Renaissance will be an important factor in terms of technology management. So that's something we'll have to keep an eye on. For sure. There's actually like, it's funny because I'm noticing there's like tons of things we haven't even discussed. Because this game is just so insanely complicated. And there's so many little systems and details and stuff, and some of them we're just completely ignoring, and that's okay. And that's okay. Guys, we're about to win the war against Magdeburg. Hey, we just got the siege. The war, we're 100%. We have 100% them. We took the war goal. We've 100. They're completely sieged. They have no army. That is an unconditional surrender. We will walk through the peace deal and the agreements and stuff and how you do a peace deal in the next episode. It looks like Sweden's being ravaged right now. But guys, thanks everybody for watching. If you have any questions, please ask in the comments, and I'll make sure to answer all of your questions, guys. And if you just have comments in general, I'll respond to them anyways. I respond to pretty much all the comments on the entire YouTube channel. And I certainly read every single one. So thanks, guys. If you guys, playlist link will help you get to the next episode. So the playlist link in the description will help you get to the next episode, so you don't miss out on any of this. But thanks, guys, for being here. In the next one, we'll finish the peace agreement with Magdeburg, and we'll look at other opportunities that we can do with Brandenburg, and maybe continue to push towards the emperorship of the HRE and other such things. So thanks everybody for being here. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.